Here we will see functions in SQL Server. Functions in SQL Server are the database objects that contain a set of SQL statements to perform a specific task. A function accepts input parameters, perform actions, and then return the result. We should note that functions always return either a single value or a table. The main purpose of functions is to replicate the common task easily. We can build functions one time and can use them in multiple locations based on our needs. SQL Server does not allow to use of the functions for inserting, deleting or updating records in the database tables. Some rules for creating SQL Server functions are: a function must have a name and a function name can never start with a special character such as $, hash and so on. Functions only work with select statements. Functions can be used anywhere in SQL like average, count, sum, mean, date and so on with select statements. Functions compile every time. It must return a value or a result. Function only work with input parameters. Try and catch statements are not used in functions. SQL Server supports two types of functions: user-defined and system-defined. System-defined functions are built in database functions, whereas user-defined functions are created by user. First we'll see system functions. Functions that are defined by the system are known as system functions. All the built-in functions supported by the server are referred as system functions. The built-in functions save us time while performing the specific task. These types of functions usually work with the SQL select statement to calculate values and manipulate data. Some of system-defined functions are string functions, date and time functions, aggregate functions, mathematical functions, and ranking functions. Functions that are created by the user in the system database or a user-defined database are known as user-defined functions. User-defined functions are compact pieces of transact SQL code which can accept parameters and return either a value or a table. Data transformation and reference value retrieval are common uses of functions. User-defined functions enable the developer or the DBA to create functions of their own and save them inside a SQL server.